Doug and Bryon Graven after the game here at the convention center today. Auburn comes away with the win. As we were just talking a minute ago, Doug, I guess this is counting Bryon's years at Williamsville. This was the 7th time you guys have gone head-to-head, and you won the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I won the tiebreaker, 4-3. Do we tell them what the winner has?
No, we'll save it for Twitter.
Twitter. We have a little bet going on.
Bet.
Side bet going on. What the winner has to do. Nothing bad, but it's a side bet. You'll find it on Twitter. I guess he'll do it on Twitter.
We'll get it out there on social media.
You know, it's always fun. You know, always fun to play against him and work against him, and because his kids work as hard as my kids do out there, and it's always always a good time. And we've been lucky enough to play now 7 times.
Yeah. Just talk the game today.
I mean, for us, I think we probably played better than we did last night. Of course, we hustled more. We did, as far as defense, got the rebounds more. Because last night we did none of that last night. But the kids were a little bit more being hustled tonight than they were last night. And I knew he had those 2 main shooters. And I told the kids before the game, watch this kid and this kid. But you tell kids one thing and they forget the next second. So he's got some good kids that can get them down the floor and some good players. So he'll be all right.
Yeah. I think we were talking earlier, I think you had quite a few turnovers, but maybe they didn't cash in on quite as many, and I think you did a pretty good job on the board. So, I think maybe, I don't know, with McDermott and some other guys.
Scott's a garbage man. He just gets rebounds from rebounds. He's a football player playing basketball.
Unless we don't guard him in the post.
Yeah.
He just turns around and shoots a layup like he did in the first half.
And then a while, Everett was going for style, not for making points. He's trying to scoop it, and so just putting it up in there. So, Cooper, you talked about him as far as where he shoots and when he shoots the ball. And I still, we got all our bigs backs, but our guards, we're just trying to find the point guard to take over the team. And I keep on telling Drew Points, it's your team. You got to control the team. And sometimes it'll be between, the ball be on the other side of another guy, and he wants the ball. I said, this guy, go get it, Drew. Go get it. You're the man that runs the show. Mm-hmm. And it's going to help getting Ben back. It's bad that we lost Weaver now. He's going to, I think they said, an operation on Monday next week. So, once Ben gets back full strength, and I still have to bring in Cole Dowson. He probably, he was scared to death today. He had to start. And he, goes from playing freshman basketball in JV to starting the 2nd game of the year. So he did a good job, too. I mean, as long as we hustled and played our defense and rebounded, I thought we'd be fine.
Yeah. Getting back to just this, here we are. It's 2014. It seems like yesterday this guy was playing for you at Auburn High School. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you've had the privilege of going against each other 7 times. Right. Bryon, from your standpoint, is it in some ways is it difficult going against your dad, or has it always been exciting going into a matchup like this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's exciting, but it's easy to scout. Not a lot's changed in the last 10 years. If things work, you just stick with them. But yeah, it's fun. It's a challenge. I think it's a kind of a rivalry game no matter what. But at the same time, us getting to be able to come up here today was a great experience for my guys. And that's what we kind of told them was, we're not worried about winning these games in November and December. Of course, you want to win them, but we're more worried about the games in February and March. And that's that was the main reason we came up here today, was to get a super sectional setting. This is like SIU Carbondale, so it was good for our guys to get this experience because we're somewhat young. Mm-hmm. We talked about it before the game. I've got juniors and seniors on the roster. Okay, but I'm still filling with some maturity. So it was a good experience for us to be able to get this game in today, especially in this gym, this atmosphere with a physical team.
As opposed to last year when the snow kept you from making it up here.
Yeah, 13 inches is hard to get through. When it's 13 inches of snow on the ground. Yeah.
Doug, one other thing about this guy who's your son and a fellow coach, but when he was at Williamsville a few years ago, now, is he? I'm sure every year a coach gets a little wiser, a little smarter, whatever. I don't know, just observing what he's,
like he said, I do the same things for the last 27 years, maybe changed a little bit, but then he'll send me something like this new, like where do you find this stuff at? He's always on the web, trying to find something new, some new play, out of bounds plays, new drills. So he shares them with me. That's probably helped me out a lot, that he shares these drills with me. I'm not staying in the old school defensive wave and stuff. all these new technologies out there, and I'm just not a web person. Never have been. He knows that.
It's all free. Everything's free. Why go on to Championship Productions and buy a DVD
he
when I can
texted
get on
me the
Twitter?
other night. He said after he played on Tuesday night, he goes, "We're putting in 2 new options. I'll tell you about them after we play on Saturday." He goes, "You might want to use them, but I'm not telling you until after we play on Saturday." So he always shares his stuff, and I share my stuff with him. And this like tonight, he said, some kid did something wrong, and the kid answered, "Well, I know." And Bryon was like, "That's his response. If you know it, then why do it?" That was always my response. The kid said, "I know, Coach." I'm like, well, then why do it if you know it? So I was kind of got a kick out of that. But yeah, it was good.